Hi guys, my name is Earth. I'm from Thailand. I am 18 years old and here to preach my testimony. Uh so little background. I was a Buddhist my whole life. My whole family are Buddhist. And basically as a boy, as a teenager, you struggle a lot with lust, right? And I'm sure girls as well. But I wouldn't know that personally, but yeah. But for me, from what I struggle with is lust, and I've been struggling with that like for so long, unimaginably long, and I never could control myself because the fact that I couldn't control myself, I justify it, and the whole world justifies it, right? What we see within pornography, the music we listen to, people who we idolize, stuff that they promote, stuff that they put in. Of course, we're gonna be like, oh, it's justifiable. We can do that, and it's okay. But nah, it isn't. I'll tell all of you guys now, and I'm sure you guys all know this already, that it isn't, and it's all leading you away from Christ, right? And how did I become a Christian? How did I find Jesus Christ? Well, probably gonna sound cliche, but Jesus Christ found me. Jesus Christ showed me a path to him, and I'm so very lucky that I get to be a follower of Christ. So my testimony and my story starts off with, since I was 16, I also knew that there was a God in the world, that there was a creator, but I just never knew which God it was, right? I never knew if it was an Islam God or a Christian God, or I never knew, but I knew there was one God, right? Because I don't know, to me it just made sense. And 17, this year was a very tough year for me because I just got through a throat surgery due to all the pollution in Bangkok. And it took a long time to recover. And I was very insecure with myself because back then, before the surgery, I was very lean. Yeah, I'd say that very lean. I was looking good. I was mogging, you know what I mean? And I had a lot of self-confidence. Sometimes, well, most of the times, it's not even confidence, it's arrogance. Because my idea of being this cool person was to sleep with as many people as possible, which that isn't the case at all, obviously, right? And once I got through the surgery, I gained like 40 pounds, and I wasn't the same person, and I couldn't do the same stuff I used to do. And thank God that he put me through that, because if he didn't, I would have still been lost. God had to humble me and made me realize, wow, to pursue lust is never a good thing to do. As we all know, elephant in the room, right? Wait, no, not elephant in the room. Yeah, you know what I mean. During this phase of my life was when I realized that there was a purpose, that me getting this setback can't just be for nothing, right? Because if you really think about it, people, if let's say there was no God in the world, all of the things that happen on this earth would have no purpose, right? Nothing would be of purpose. Me being sad wouldn't be of purpose. My mother being sad wouldn't be of purpose. I don't gotta care if there's no purpose to it, correct? But we have that moral ground, moral standpoint to know what to do, to feel how we feel. And to be honest, that opened up my eyes that there is God in the world. I just never knew which one. And took a long time until I could, until I finally decided, you know what, I'm gonna change how I am. At the time I weighed 190. I was 5'9", 190, and then I wanted to lose weight. I got down to 170, but every day it was never love, it was all discipline for myself to look better, right? And I didn't even have that self-love for myself. I did it just because I wanted to look better so that I can attract better people, right? Until one day this girl came into my life, which was just now my ex. She was amazing, man. At the time I still didn't believe in God. She also isn't a believer. She is Buddhist as well. But yeah, she showed me how it feels like to be loved for who you are, to be loved for who you are, and for not what you bring to the table or what you do, but really for who you are at the core of it. And people who have done that in my life. It's only my mother. There's only one person that has done that. But this girl, she knew me on a deeper level, you know, because of course I don't really connect with my mom like that. You know, we're a different age. We don't get the same things. But with this girl, I told her everything. I shared all of my bad experiences, my past, everything. I was honest. I felt like I had to be, right? Because I love her and I wanted to be with her. I wanted to marry her. I don't want to pursue that life of lust anymore. I don't want to pursue that life of having fun anymore, because that's not the life you're supposed to pursue to begin with, right? Right. So like, I told her everything, and of course she was upset. She didn't like it, right? And praise God for just keeping us together at that time, because the more time we spend together, it deepens our love. Thing is, we were also long distance. She's in another province called Chiang Mai, and I'm here in Bangkok. It's an hour flight away, right? But it's not like I can afford a flight there all the time. I'm still only 18. I still don't have like an actual job, correct? But we always see each other from time to time. But basically, the most important thing is me and her, we really loved each other, right? But even during that love, that I still struggle with lust. Even when I said I don't want to choose that life of lust, I still struggle with lust. I still can't control what I do with my right hand. I still can't control the thoughts that I have for her. I still can't control my eyes when I'm outside and thoughts that goes into my brain when I'm with her, right? You know, that makes me feel horrible, because she loves me for who I am. But yet this deepest, darkest side of me, I keep hidden from her. And how is that fair in love, right? How can somebody do that, right? And I realized that, you know, if I don't fix it, nothing good will ever truly come out. Besides my girlfriend at the time, who showed me how it feels to be loved for who I am. Who else can do that? Who else do we know that can do that? Jesus Christ. He does that for me and you, and for everyone in the world. He does that, right? And indirectly, she brought me closer to Christ, because she showed me how it feels to be loved. She showed me how it feels to be worthy and cared for, no matter the stuff that you've done in the past, no matter how imperfect you are. As time goes on, 6 months into the relationship, that I started to struggle more with lust. And so the whole time, basically, I was open to Islam and Christianity, but I never chose one. I was just in the middle, because I never had time to really look into one. Matter of fact, I did, but I was just lazy. You know, on my reels, on my Instagram, I always get Muslim reels and Christian reels, and it was always 50-50 of these two, right? And it got to a period of time where I was really struggling with lust. Every opportunity I had, I'll take. Every temptation that came through me, I'll give in, right? And I was just scrolling on Instagram, and then I saw this reel of this guy, I forgot his name, but he's a guy with the buzz cut, white guy. I think y'all might know. But basically, what he said in the video, the general consensus of the video was, he said, "What are you doing, bro? What are you doing with your life? And why haven't you given your life to God? You said you'll stop lusting. You said you'll stop sinning. You said you'll become a better man. Yet you've done nothing to get towards that goal. Go sit down right now and pray to the Lord Jesus Christ and allow him into your life." And in the moment, right, I saw the video, put my phone down. I was like, okay, let's see. So I went down right here, right, to that carpet. Well, not that carpet, right next to that carpet. Just to be on my knees, and I prayed. And I didn't know how to pray. I had my hands like this. This is how Buddhists pray. This is how Buddhist people pray. You know? Yeah, stuff like that, right? I did that, closed my eyes, and I said, "Dear Jesus Christ, if you are real, if you are the truth, please, I allow you into my heart, and I will try to repent for my sins. And please, I need your guidance in my life." I said that, then I finished, and I didn't really expect anything to come out of it, honestly. Maybe just a tiny bit, because I did pray, but the 2 months after that I prayed, the 2 months after that I invited Jesus Christ into my life, those 2 months, nothing good happens, actually. A lot of stuff went down. Me and my girl fight more. We argue more. You know, and I never really said out loud to anybody that I gave my life to Christ. And it came to this one day. So that night, we fought a lot. We fought, and none of us were willing to find a middle ground. And that night we broke up. And then I had that whole night to reflect, to think about, have I even tried hard enough? Have I even been a good enough man for her? For me to get that upset at her, have I been upset with myself before? I've gone wrong many times in the relationship. Lust has been taking me everywhere but to her. Yet I still say I love her, right? So I thought, is it justifiable for me to be that upset at her when I'm not even upset at myself for the stuff I've done behind her back? Is that justifiable? No, right? And it's never been. And then I looked up on what the Bible said about lust and how, like, you know, this is a random feeling I had during that night to just look it up. And I looked it up and it said how lust is a very, very bad thing, right? And honestly, it contradicts with the whole worldview that I have before. I thought lust was good. I thought lust was enjoyment. So I saw that verse, and then I just decided, you know what? Straight off of that, I'm gonna have faith. I'm gonna let Jesus Christ control me and take full control of my life. And I'm not gonna lean on my own understanding. I woke up the next day. I called her. I said, hey, I want to get back with you, but we have to find a middle ground. And if we do that, I'm willing to become a better person for you. And I'm willing to accept all of the flaws I've done. And basically, just to be better. And through Jesus Christ will I do that. And through Jesus Christ will I be a better man for myself and for her. Because truly, I wanted to marry this girl at the time. I really wanted to be with her. And that day, I gave my life to Jesus Christ. And the next 4 days, I prayed every night and I preached the gospel to my friends who I saw that were struggling with the same thing. To my family, that I was open about it, even if I knew they might have not liked it. So on the 4th day, I finished calling with her, hung up. I was gonna go to sleep, and it usually takes me half an hour to fall asleep. Note that. Yeah, it takes me half an hour to fall asleep. And I closed my eyes for 2 minutes, right? Closed my eyes for 2 minutes, and my brain was just running everywhere. Like, I couldn't stop thinking. And then my brain stopped at this one thought. And what I saw was 20 different women that I've never seen before. The background, the setting of what my brain was seeing, what my brain was picturing in those 2 minutes that my eyes were closed, was a very degenerate place, like those street night with all the club and all the nightlife and all that. These 20 women was just standing and they were luring me in. And so to that, excuse my language, I said, get the fuck out of my head. Because I didn't want no business in that. You know, I gave my life to Christ. I'm not gonna, you know, give to any temptations, right? I said that fully, with bravery. And then basically, I was sleeping like this, and then I'm gonna open my eyes to roll over. As soon as I open up my eyes, my body froze. I was laid like this, and I couldn't move. It felt like exactly like sleep paralysis. And so I was terrified. I was super scared. Cause I don't know what this is. I usually only get sleep paralysis after entering sleep, right? And you know, I was scared. So first thing I did was call out to Jesus Christ. I said, Jesus Christ save me, Jesus Christ save me, Jesus Christ save me. 3 times. My mouth couldn't move. My mouth was going like this, right? Like it couldn't move. I was just frozen. I was just locked. And so the 4th time, I was like, you know what? It's do or die. I screamed out. I said, Jesus Christ, please save me. And then I started praying. I shot back up, sat on my bed. I started praying. And then this wave of relief washed over me. And I was like, whoa, what was that? Right? Because I've never been a believer of ghosts or evil spirits or Satan or the devil. Because I've never seen it. Never had any experiences with it. So why would I believe it? Until that day where that happened. And I was scared. I was terrified. And Jesus Christ, the Lord, saved me. He saved me. And, you know, at first I tried to rationalize it, right? I was like, nah. It's probably my brain doing something or my body doing something. But out of all the sources that I've gone through in Google, nothing points to the fact that you can get sleep paralysis while being conscious. You can only get sleep paralysis through sleep, through entering sleep, through sleeping. That's when you get sleep paralysis. And then I told my girlfriend at the time about it, about the whole thing. You know, she didn't believe in Jesus Christ. She's a Buddhist. So she said, what if it's just your mind playing tricks on you? So I thought, okay, my brain can get pretty creative, and when I get scared, I do get frozen. But in the moment when I saw those visions and I said no to them, I didn't say no out of fear. I said no out of the fact that I just don't want to be there. The fact that I just don't like it. Right? The fact that, nah, I'm not going to fall into the temptation. I said it because I said no, not because I was terrified. But in result of me saying no, then I went into that trance, that paralysis state. And through my conclusion of the situation, because every time I hear a story of someone's conversion to Christianity, they always have an encounter with the devil. The devil always come back because he doesn't want you to stop sinning. He doesn't want you to realize that it's bad. He doesn't want you to realize that it's wrong. The only conclusion that I can come to now is the devil tried to lure me in, and I said, no, I'm not going back to you. And so he got mad, so he put me in that trance to scare me. And so guess who saved me? Jesus Christ himself. He saved me. And he can save you too. And he wants you, and he loves all of you. You know? Everyone in the world, everyone you know, your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather, your brother, your cousins, your friends, your mutual friends, your friend's best friend, your friend's boyfriend, girlfriend, everybody in the world. That guy you met at the park, he loves every one of them. And he forgives every one of them. It's just up to us now to accept that gift. The Son, the gift of the Son, what he did on that cross, the fact that he let it happen. He could have stopped it at any time, but he let it happen. He died for us. He chose us over himself, and that's just amazing. Christ is amazing, and that is basically my testimony. I'm sorry this took so long. But yeah, I am a yapper. Thank you for listening. And God bless you. You guys have a good one. And yeah, keep me in your prayers. Thailand needs saving. Everybody needs saving. Thank you for listening, guys. God bless you.